Hey, what is up guys, Quickshot here, and today I'll be going over how to hunter. Yes. So, pretty much I'll be telling you the talents, the spells you need to use, why you're needed in teams, glyphs, really just about everything there is, and in the description there will be links and what time certain ones start. So if you want to go down there, just go ahead and check it out. But yeah, let's get started. First off, we're going to start with talents. These are the talents I like to use, and I will tell you why, and why not to take other ones if you already do. So there's Pro Haste. Now I don't take this because honestly it's really more of a you thing, and you don't really need it because most of the time you can just set these or get cleansed out of them. And I'm talking about arenas, of course. Um, Narrow Escape. When you disengage, you also activate a web trap which encases all targets within 8 yards in sticky webs for 8 seconds. It's pretty much like an amazing peel for 8 seconds, and it's really good. So, then there is Crouching Tiger. Now this is good. I mean, if you like the deterrence and disengage a lot, it could be viable, but I like to take Narrow Escape just for that peel. It's really, really good. Now I take Silencing Shot for tier 30. It's because I don't like Intimidation as much as some might. It DRs with my pets done, so I don't take it. I'll also be going over pets, forgot to say that. But yeah, that's why I don't take that. I don't take Wyvern Sting. I mean, why would you? It breaks really easily, and it's DR'd really to like everything. And Intimidation, just like I said, I already told you, it DRs with your pets done. It's not really worth it. Exhilaration. This is amazing in 2s and arenas. Not, no, 2s and BGs. The reason why is because, it's a 30% heal, plus with readiness it's 60% heal. So, but I don't like it because of wound poison. I always have something to reduce the healing on me. So really, I never really get a full effect out of it. I usually get like a 30% using 2. So, that's that. I take Aspect of the Iron Hulk because it's a 15% damage reduction. I mean, all the time. Who doesn't want that? It's amazing. Uh, and then Spirit Bond. If you have a heal thing reducer on you, it's 1% of your health every 2 seconds. Think about that. Alright, Fervor. More of a PvE thing. I could see it being used in PvE, but honestly, this is not PvP. I mean, it could possibly rabbled in with something like maybe MM, but no, this is BM. Alright. Dire Beast. Now, a lot of people use this. Really, they do. And I don't like it. Its damage is very weak, in my opinion. And I don't enjoy using it. Thrill Hunt. I spam, like, I button mash Arcane Shot. So this is necessary. Like, you need this Arcane Shot. It's one of your main spells, and it procs off a kill command. Use kill command all the time. So, it also procs off Arcane Shot. So, I mean, really just, it's amazing. It's really amazing. And next one, Murder of Crows, PvE only. It does nothing in PvP, it really doesn't. Blink Strike's amazing, alright? My pet already hits hard. If I add that on it, he teleports and he hits hard. So, like, let's say in Arena, the bridge one, he jumps down, your pet can teleport down there, so it doesn't have to run around. It's a waste of time. And then Link Rush, it does no damage anymore. It's really not worth it. I mean, you can take it, try it out, but it's not worth it. Glaive Toss. Alright, I use this most of the time, just because, it's really good, nice damage, nice slow. And, but one thing I really don't like is whenever it breaks traps, because I notice a lot of people, whenever I trap their healer, they'll go and stand on their healer, and, like, right as my glaives are in the middle, they'll break it, and it really sucks. And then I switch between Power Shot, too. Power Shot is more of like a claw feat. Like, when I use it on my claw feat, they die fast. And it's just really it's that good. And then there's Barrage. Now, Barrage is so amazing, but it's more of a PvE slash BG thing. Like, I wish it was good in PvP, but it's just not. Alright, next, let's go over Glyphs. There is, of course, I use this Animal Bond because I like to get more healing while my pet's alive. It's nice. I use Min Pet because I don't need Camouflage, so I really don't know what else I should swap that out with other than Disengage, and I don't need that. Min Pet wounds bleeds, and my pet doesn't die quite as easy from nothing. Explosive Trap. Why wouldn't you take this? It can easily get people out of position. Really beautiful. Really, really is. Now, Minor Glyphs, these don't really matter, but you really do need a Glyph by a pet. You don't take pushbacks. Really, they have to, like, nature lock you or something. And saying it's 4-second cast, well, that's really good. it's really not all that hard to get him in. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's not. I take lesser proportion just because, I mean, I have a little tiny spider out most of the time, so he's like really, really tiny. And then I take Tame Beast, so I can quickly Tame Beast the competition. So let's talk about pets. Pets are amazing. They add so much to the hunter class. As you see this DK over here. He wants in on the video. Anyway, so pets make such a difference in your play style. So me personally, I always take the shell spider. I take the little red guy because he looks cool, and he has a stun, and I keep him in cunning. The reason I keep him in cunning because he's defensive. So if I tap Shift R, I do it to myself, and let's see what it does. Immune to critical strikes, but damage transferred to the hunter's pet. All right, good. So if I tap Y here, I get him out of stuff. Like, he pretty much, it's like he's popped a trinket. And then, really, I mean, his damage is amazing. And whenever he gets below 50%, he goes hard in the paint with those 50% extra basic attacks. It's amazing. His damage is really high then. Also, I mean, he has a stun. It's amazing. Who wouldn't want it? 3 seconds, but it's not a 2 second cool. I mean, 2-minute cooldown. 3 second lasting. I use the hyena whenever I don't have a healer. I switch it out with the splitted if I don't have a priest. If I have a priest, I use the hyena. The reason why I use the hyena is because he gives the attack speed buff. And that's really, really, really good. I mean, it's a lot of attack speed, really fast casting for any, casting physical damage people you have in your team, possibly an MM. But I use the solicited for the stand buff and the web. It's really nice. Then I also have the Devil Sword. What is not good about him? He has Terrifying Roar, which is the critical strike. I give that last second, and then he gives a bite that actually reduces healing on the enemy target, so I don't have to use a Widow Bound. Also, next pet. I use Sambas, which is my lion. Pretty much, he just used for his roars of courage. I mean, everybody knows about that. And the goat. This can also be traded out with the fox if you're more of a style person. But pretty much he has this ability which pretty well, messes up people. It reduces casting time. It's really good. Alright. So that's the pet. Time for the macros. Pretty much my macros consist of focus and all sorts of things. So I have deterrence, and here's what it does. It pretty much stops your casting. It casts deterrence. It cancels my deterrence. So pretty much let's just use that real quick. Oh, no, my Naga. Alright. Now I'll tap it again. It's gone. It's helpful. Kill command macro. Pretty much it just puts your pet on attack and cast kill command. So my pet will be attacking whoever I use it on. And it will actually go on my targets. Not whoever it decides it wants to go on. And I have the show tooltip to show, whenever I highlight over it. Alright, this is it's Master's Call Mouse Over. Pretty much I cast Master's Call on whoever my mouse is over. And that is binded to my Naga 4, so let's say I want to use it on me. See, if I tap it right now, I don't have it. No. If I tap it right now, I don't have a target, so it won't do it. No. Okay. If I don't have a target, so it won't do it. But if I go over here, it will, because I'm the mouse over. Then I have the Roar Sacrifice myself, which is Shift R. I have Roar Sacrifice mouse over, which is normal R. I have Scattershot Focus. I have Silence, which I like to have stop casting, because a lot of times I'll be like doing Cobra Shot and I'll see him start casting and I need to interrupt it. Stop casting, and this is the focus one, because I'm focused. I got my web wrap on focus, and I got normal web wrap. Alright. I have a few more in here, so I have to look for them. So let's start looking. I have my buff macro. Yes, I pull a Swifty. It casts Ravage, Focus Fire. I use this for Focus Fire, just because why not. It uses Blood Fury, which is the Orc racial. It uses my Hand Enchant for engineering, and it uses Rapid Fire. I have Bullheaded macro. I have Kill Shot macro. I used to use that. Don't use it anymore. I have all my focus macros. Focus Arena 1, blah blah blah. Target Arena 1, blah blah blah. That's really... Oh, Tranquilizing Shot. Alright. These are really good. A lot of times he's saved me a few times from some really nasty situations where I really need to get out, and I actually need to find that. Okay, so yeah, those are triangulator shot. Pretty much one does focusing, and they both cancel the turns. You can take that part out if you want, and they'll all the macros will be in the description. Yeah, that's pretty much all the macros. This part will be pretty much just bindings, and what I suggest you bind if you're new to key binding. Now, my bindings are kind of I kind of stretch over to push some of my keys, but those are usually keys I rarely use. So for my main damaging keys, I have 1 for kill command, 2 arc shot, 3 concussive shot, 4 cobra, 5 glaive, 6 sting, and then 7 if I need widow venom, even though if my dinosaur didn't buy them. Those are pretty much like the easiest offensive keys to push. They're super easy. And then I have my little squiggly line at the very end, like right before, to min my pet. I just popped right in, it's my bad. Then I have all my Naga binded. They're all over the place. Who knows what they do? They're just everywhere. So many cooldowns. I mean, that's really, I have all my Naga binded. And these two. And if I hold shift and push, so whenever I tap the mouse button, which is right, like B4 is what they call it. It'll cast Rayness. And when I B5, it'll cast, what's this called? Hunter's Mark. When I hold shift, though, B4 will cast Ground Mount, and B5 will cast Flying Mount. Putting us up for a good ride. Okay. Also, I suggest you bind pretty much, I use QWE to move. It's strafing, and it's really easy to move. I don't use this other stuff. I keep these binded, though, just for flying, and I keep X binded for going down on the mount. I don't bind Z, because, it's pulling on my weapon. It looks so cool. But then, here's what I do bind. I bind pretty much R, F, C, V, B, G, T, Y, H, and that's pretty much it. And then I have shift. This is the only modifier I use because I don't like control. I have pretty much shift everything I just told you. So that's really what I'd use, and that's about it for key bindings, and yeah. Oh, and F1, F2, F3, and F4. God, go ahead. Here we go. Abdullah Hunter, he has accepted it. So I'm going to try to, not a hunter, a warrior. I'm going to try to show you what I would kind of do in a duel here. And I'm going to show you my burst at the same time. So here, he's in a trap now. I'm going to put my pet off on offensive, and I'm going to pop pretty much everything. Glaive toss. I'm going to disengage. Glaive toss, kill command, readiness, glaive toss, kill command, and then fake dead it. He turns away, and he is done. And you should never readiness that early in a arena, but that is a really good thing to do. And just, it's a ton of burst if you're just soloing or in twos. I like to do it in twos, but in threes I never really do it because it's you need that second deterrence. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much my burst and what I kind of do in duels. And that guy, I'm pretty sure, was 2,200 with his weapon enchant, I think. No, turns out it wasn't. I thought he was. Maybe he is. Let me look, actually. Nah, he makes that all great. But yeah, I beat him, and wasn't that big of a challenge, but yeah, so that's pretty much your burst and your rotation.